Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another video. For those that don't follow the channel, this is supposed to be my sober journey. However, it isn't going as well as I'd like. But for a quick introduction, my name is Rick. I'm 42 years of age. That's Chester coming through. Hey, big boy, come on. Come here. Oh, dear. So also, for those that don't know, this is Chester. He's a rescue dog and he is everything to me. So, away, big boy. You alright? Good. Okay, so if you could stop wagging your tail. Come here. You come here. Come on. So, yeah, sorry. So I'm 42. I have been drinking or I've been an alcoholic for as long as I can remember. Drinking from a very early age. The result is that I drank through every job I had and lost them. I drank right through my marriage and lost that. And I drank right through my financial commitments and I lost those also. So currently I am 42 years of age, recently divorced, finances shot to bits, and the house that you see around me soon to go. So I'm just trying to get sober, and that's that. So for those that do watch the channel, thank you. And this is an update primarily for you guys. For the people that don't watch the channel, go and watch the videos. They are in chronological order, and I tend to post the same day that I film, so you'll see. Many relapses on the channel. I apologise for those, but again, if we're just trying to show the story as it unfolds, then that's what's going to happen, right? So, for the first time in my life, in fact, let me quickly address this because I know that those that follow will ask. So you can see my skin is quite bad. This normally happens, which is why I'm wearing a cap, by the way. This normally happens when I have real stress, you know, whether it be anxiety, depression, or something like that. But this is almost a sign of me not drinking, because if I drink, I don't feel stressed, I don't feel anxious, which is the reason that I drink. If I try and go off it for a few days, my skin starts to show me, if that makes sense. Right, so let's go back from Monday, which was my last update. I'd gone to the doctors. I'd signed up to STARS, which is an alcohol and drug rehabilitation place. I attended Monday, the first day. You can see that video. I think it was the last video I posted. I broke down. There was nothing in me. I don't even know how I got there, if I'm honest. Well, I kind of do. I drank vodka on the way, but only a little bit, and I managed to get through that session. So if you want to see that video, or if you want to see that, go to the last video. I won't drag this one out for 30 minutes like I normally do. So what happened, I got back on Monday. I was just overwhelmed and consumed with emotion. You know, I cried most of the day. Tuesday, I was taking the medication. I kind of felt numb Tuesday. Didn't do a great deal. I had anxious thoughts, so my mind was still the same, but you know, I take medication for tremors and shakes and things. So Tuesday was a really, pointless day, but I didn't drink. Wednesday, I don't know what happened Wednesday, I got to Wednesday and I got to 8:30 at night. 8:30. Now the shop across from me, that closes at 9 o'clock. Obviously there's other places I can go, but that takes a little bit of effort. The nearest one is well over half a mile away. So I waited till 8:30 and the thought of alcohol was on my mind all day because I was anxious about my second session at Stars, which was Thursday at 11:30. And I've got to be honest. Alcohol won again, and I ended up buying a bottle of red wine at 8:30, thinking I'll have a couple of glasses, I will settle my nerves, and one bottle of wine is nothing. I'm not even gonna wake up and even know that I've had that, So it's not like I'm gonna wake up in the middle of the night, with mad anxiety or feeling sick, or So I talked myself in. Well, my alcoholic brain talked myself into another drink, and it just kept saying to me, tomorrow's the day. You'll go tomorrow, you're going to meet people, you're going to get a community, you're going to be able to text people, and you can support them, they can support you, and everything's going to be good. So if you have a drink tonight and you fail, does it really matter? And of course it matters. But I don't know. As a lot of people have said to me, I'm far from being in control currently. So I drank on the Wednesday, 8 o'clock. I had that one bottle of wine, and then even though I didn't drink for the remainder of the night, so it was only one bottle of wine, it's nothing, is it? It's fucking when that bottle of wine was finished around 9:10, panic set in, and that panic was created by that bottle of wine, and then I'm thinking to myself, the next shop closes at 10. Okay, I've got Tesco, that's 24-hour, but I can't drive, and that's a really good walk away. So panic started to set in. And then I'm thinking, because some people have put in the comments that you can order alcohol off Uber Eats, I didn't even know that was a thing. And then I'm like, it kind of helped in a way. Did it help? So this is kind of how my brain works, right? If there's a time limit on it, I'll panic. So knowing that a shop closes at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock, even if I had, say, 3 bottles left or 3 cans left, and I know realistically, because I've been drinking all day, that's probably enough to see me through. But I start to worry and panic and think, well, what if I get to midnight and I want to carry on drinking and there's nowhere open. So I should really put 6 in the fridge. But then notoriously, if I wake up and there's even one can of strong cider in the fridge, and it could be 7 o'clock, like I'll almost go down for like a glass of juice because my mouth's a bit dry, and I'll see an alcoholic drink in there and it comes out straight away. It can be 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock. I don't know. But this is addiction, right? This is what's happening. So to go back to Thursday, I walked. So Thursday morning, I felt the anxiety was mind-blowing. I don't even know why, but it felt so much more real the second time round than it did the first time. Anyway, I walked there. I got there like 10 minutes early. I looked at the door and I was like waiting for other people to go in. I know it sounds crazy, but I was waiting for people like with like ripped clothes. I don't know, like beard. Like I just don't know. I don't know. I just wanted to watch other people go in and them to look more addicted than I am, you know. But as I've said, addiction takes many forms, and you don't need to be homeless, broke, unable to take care of yourself hygienically in order to be an alcoholic. But I still think like that. I still think now, even though I've lost most of it, and I could lose the last bit, I still think to myself that I'm in a good position, you know. And I had my bloods done, and even though I've not spoken to the GP yet, I've not actually so I've not spoken to the GP, but I am able to see the levels or the results in my NHS app. And I was speaking to some people online a few days ago, and you know, people that have had the bloods and they understand the kind of medical terms a lot better than I do. You know, ask me for some numbers. Obviously, I'm not going to lie about the numbers because I don't know what a good number is. So I put my numbers in there, and you know, the comments were that these numbers are quite worrying. And so then I, you know, started to kind of panic in my mind. I obviously did a bit of Googling, which you shouldn't do. Don't use Google for medical advice, for fuck's sake. But I just wanted to know whether or not it was bad. And when I put the numbers in, you know, it said that it was a strong indication of liver disease. And, you know, I don't know what's reversible, what isn't reversible. I don't know what can be fixed, what can't be. So we'll have to wait and see. But again, for those that watch the channel know that my next doctor's appointment is on the 6th